So good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. And my name's Celia, and I am going to be just sharing some information with you about a potential business opportunity. Okay. And I came across this myself 14 years ago now, which is quite incredible, really. And at the time, I was working 60 hours a week, self-employed, as a riding instructor. I was also editor of a magazine, and I was mum to a toddler. So it's fair to say I had an awful lot going on. And I got to the point, I remember sitting at my desk one day and just thinking, oh God, there's got to be an easier way to life than this. I felt completely frazzled, exhausted. And, financially, I was doing all right, but I was having to put in an awful lot of hours, to get that return. And obviously with a daughter who she was nearly 2, so she was sort of a toddler. And it was really, really hard to juggle everything. And sort of at that time, with me thinking, oh my goodness, there must be an easier way, I got an email from somebody I didn't even know offering me this business opportunity. So 14 years ago, we didn't even have websites and apps and all of that sort of thing back then. It was quite a different business model. And to be honest, when I first looked at it, I thought it looked too good to be true. So if that thought goes through your mind this morning, please hang in there and keep listening. But what I realized was that we made money out of helping people save money. And I thought that was a really good idea. And actually, when I joined was back in 2009, which for those that are old enough on the call, probably not many of you, that was the last real credit crunch and recession in the country. So between 2008 and 2012, we were in a big recession and there was a lot of people out there struggling. So it made perfect sense to me to join a business where we could help people save money and also I could make money, and it was completely flexible. So I got cracking, got started, and long story short, but 14 years on, I now work about a quarter of the hours I was working then for approximately 4 times the money. All right. And the money I receive now, most of it is what we call passive income, which I'm going to explain to you as we go through the call. What that basically means is you get paid whether you work or not. So that means that you have real choices, and it's been an absolutely fantastic journey. At the moment, I don't need to tell you, we are in a bit of a mess as a country, and we are back in a recession. And that's the reason our company now is growing so fast. We're actually the fastest growing British PLC company in the country. Okay, so just think about that. The parent company is called Telecom Plus of the business I'm going to talk to you about. So if you wanted to do your due diligence, you can look up Telecom Plus and you can see how well we are doing, and top performing shares, etc., all because we have a solution for so many people. Right now, 1 in 4 adults in the UK are already working a second income or a side hustle, or they're actively looking for one. All right, so that's just one point to bear in mind. Also, there are millions of other people who are either very unhappy in their job. Again, you don't have to go very far and turn on the news at the moment with nurses, teachers, so many people striking and not having enough money and feeling, unsettled in their job, and millions of others looking for work. So that's the reason we're growing so fast. Since the pandemic, being able to offer people a flexible way of working from home, which is what this is, has become even more popular. I think with the pandemic, more and more people realize that there was another way other than going to the 9 to 5. So I'm going to share with you some information. Now, what I'm going to show you now is actually exactly what we would be showing potential customers. All right, so if you did decide to become a partner with us, the first part of the presentation this morning is going to show you exactly what you would be doing. So it's very, very simple, and that can be done completely remotely from home, or you can go face to face and see people as well, good old fashioned way if you wanted to. So I do 99% of my appointments now literally at home, mostly with my pajamas on, around the kids and around whatever else is going on, and that works really, really well. But you can still go and see people face to face if you want to. Okay, so let me just bear with me while I just get the slides up then and share the screen. Okay, can you all see that all right? I've lost most of your faces now, so I'll just assume that, oh, Christina, I can still see you. So if you give me a thumbs up, you can see the slides right now. Thank you. So the company I want to talk to you about this morning is called Utility Warehouse. Now, you may not have heard of Utility Warehouse before because they don't advertise in the traditional way, and that's where we come in. So our role as partners is to find people to show this amazing company too. But Utility Warehouse are all about helping people save time and money. Okay, that is the whole ethos of the company, as well as the potential to earn an extra income, which is obviously why I would imagine most of you are here today. So again, as I said, this is what we're going to be showing the potential customers. Ben Fogel, superb Celebrity, he's the adventurer man. He sort of rows the oceans and climbs mountains and does lots of things for the environment. He's recently become our brand ambassador, and he's produced a few videos for us to help us explain to our customers what we do. Sorry, I did forget to mute everybody. So if you have got some background noise, would you be so kind as to mute yourselves if you've just come in, just because. Oh, hang on, I might be able to. No, can't. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I can see you have muted yourself. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So Utility Warehouse is a real British success story, as I've just said. The company's been going since 1996, so very, very well established. And we are the only company in the UK that can provide all of the utilities to our customers. So we're like a one-stop shop for utilities. We do energy, internet, mobiles, and a few different types of insurance. And we're doing really, really well. And it's not just us that say so. We've got loads of third-party credibility of different companies that are saying how good we are. So, for example, Uswitch Comparison Site last year gave us the Best Energy Company Award. They said we were the best for customer service, the most likely to recommend, and gave our customers the best rewards. And Which magazine, so again, if you haven't heard of the company, if your customers haven't, most people have seen that logo and recognize that Which magazine logo. And over the last 10 years, they've given us 32 awards. So every time they've looked at what we do, they've said we're the best. We are currently, this slide is very nearly out of date now, we are very nearly on 900,000 customers, which sounds like a huge amount, and over 26 years since we've been going, that's okay. But if you're looking at joining us, the really exciting bit about that is we're still only in about 3% of the British UK households. So we all have a massive opportunity to go out there and share what we do with as many people as we possibly can. Now, if you're sitting down in front of a customer, you're talking to them about saving the money, which is what we do on all of their utility bills. They may say to you, well, I'm already in contract with whoever, BT or Sky. Well, we've got that covered as well, because we pay up to £400 now to help people get out of their existing contracts. Okay, so if they're in a contract, that's not an issue. We will pay for them to come out. We also are the cheapest energy provider in the UK. Now, again, bills are going up again on the 1st of April. I don't know if you're aware of that. If you're paying utility bills at the moment, I'm sad to say that the end of March is March is the last time we get the £66 off that the government have given us. And on the 1st of April, the bills are going up again. For the average household in the UK, that means the gas and electricity bill will be £120 more from April than it is this month in February. That's a huge jump. We let our customers try our services for up to 30 days as well, with our peace of mind promise, so that they're not tied into any contract, so they can really come over to us and see if they like it before they have to commit to us at all. So we've got lots of things that we do to make us a little bit different. At the moment, we have an amazing offer on for homeowners who switch over to us. So I'm just letting someone in from the waiting room. So not only have we got the cheapest energy in the UK, we've got great value broadband, mobile and insurance, but also if a homeowner joins us at the moment, if they take 2 services, they get £100 off their second bill. If they take 3 services, they get £200 off their second bill. So that literally is just money, a thank you for becoming a customer. And as I said, with the bills going up in April, most people you speak to will be very keen to get some money off that bill. Now, not only are we cheaper on a like-for-like basis, and again, this is for your potential customers, everybody you know who's over the age of 18 is paying for one of these services, you know, mobile or energy or internet or insurance, and they're all going to want to pay less. We have an amazing cashback card. What this is, it's not a credit card. As soon as you see the card, you think, oh, credit card. It's not that. It's a card that you top up with money before you go shopping. So it's what we call a prepayment card. You have an app on your phone. It's an instant top up. And then every time you use that card, instead of your normal debit card, you get big chunks of money off your next month's utility bill. So you can see on the screen there, it says earn up to 10% cashback with our high street favourites. So I'm sure you'll recognise some of the brands there. Sainsbury's, Argos, B&Q, M&S. These are big brands that have linked and partnered with Utility Warehouse because they know how good we are and they know how good quality our customers are as well. So every time you spend money, you're paying off your energy bill, as it were, which works fantastically well. And I'll show you that on the next screen. Now, this next bit is super important because I know one of the things going through your head, looking at this presentation, will be, where do I find my customers? You know, where do I get my customers from? Well, I can assure you, 14 years later, where I am today, I am still getting referrals on a weekly basis from my existing customers. So, and all because partly of this refer a friend scheme. So let's say you go and help one of your friends save money on their bills. and they're happy, and they'll like you, and they will be happy, and they will like you for doing that. Now they will then, if they go and share the opportunity, or they tell other people to talk to you, they're going to get £50 off their bill if that person is a homeowner that takes 2 or more services. So literally all of your customers are like your own little ambassadors, your own little team out there sharing the word for you and helping you get more customers and therefore make more money. And we're going to come on to the money in a minute. There's the bill. So that's that's the one page of the bill. It's all fully itemized behind that. Now, many customers join actually because they just want one bill. For me personally, I find that absolutely brilliant. So I have one direct debit a month, one bill a month. I know exactly what I'm paying, but you can see here how the cashback earnings and the referral earnings shrink that bill down. So not only are these people getting the cheapest services in the UK anyway, they're now able, through their shopping and referring on, to shrink the bill right down. I've got one customer who in December, her bill was minus £59. She actually got paid £59 into her bank. And that was 2 mobiles, and gas, electric, and her internet. And that was just because she referred me on to some people and did some shopping. So she's very happy. Sorry, one more slide here. We're also very green as well. So we've got 100% renewable electric available, which for a lot of people is very important, and so it should be. And our customers have a choice whether they want a smart meter or not. But if they do take one, they get another £50 credit. So you can see all these ways we're basically giving our customers extra benefits and extra money back. And we plant a tree for every new customer. So there's loads and loads of reasons why the people you speak to are going to want to become your customers. I would say, quite honestly now, obviously I'm quite experienced at this now, but 95% of the people I show become customers for something or another, because why wouldn't they? It really is a no-brainer, and that's what I keep being told all the time. Okay, so that's the customer bit. Now I'm going to spend a bit of time explaining to you exactly what it means to be a UW partner and how we get paid, because that's obviously why you're here. So I'm going to tell you the exciting bit now about the money. That gentleman on the screen there is actually a detective inspector. And I just wanted to make it clear, don't worry, you don't have to be a policeman to join, but the point here is police aren't allowed to do many things as a second income, but they are allowed to be partners with Utility Warehouse. That's the integrity of our company. But it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. We have got partners from every single background you can imagine. You know, we've got stay-at-home mums that haven't, been able to get back into the workplace for a long time. We've got students, we've got teachers, we've got policemen, we've got everyone you can think of. So whatever you've done in the past, don't worry, we can help you get started. Right, so I'm just going to share another few slides with you now. So just bear with me 2 seconds while these load. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to talk to you now about becoming a partner. What could that mean to you, and how would you get started? So first of all, there is a registration fee to become a partner of £10. Now that money is fully refundable if you decided to give it a go, and within 60 days, for any reason, the business isn't for you. All right, now the reason there's a registration fee is because this is your own business, it's not a job. And what that means is it's completely up to you to choose your hours, work whenever you want, and do as much or as little as you want to. There's no limit to how much you can earn from being a partner. When I joined back in 2009, it was actually £200 to register, because it is like having your own little mini franchise, apart from there's no geographical restrictions at all. But we know things are tough out there, so the company have reduced that down as much as they possibly can. But for that £10, you get a huge amount of stuff. So firstly, there's a full training program. The very first bit of training you need to do, which is compulsory, is only around 15 or 20 minutes long. All right, it's just watching a few videos, ticking a few boxes, and then you actually can get up and running. But beyond that, there is training on every single aspect of becoming a successful partner you can imagine, and it's all supplied for you free of charge. You also get your own mentor. What that means is that you're not on your own in your first few appointments. Somebody will literally be with you, helping you show your first few customers how it all works and doing all the work for you, but you still get paid in full. You've got your personalized websites, apps, insurance licenses, and stacks of personal development. In fact, becoming a partner with Utility Warehouse will help you in every other aspect of life. And then you can see there at the bottom, to keep all of that stuff updated and refreshed from month 3, there is a £3 a month renewal fee, less than a cup of coffee to run your business, which is quite incredible. And this is some of the ways that you can earn. So to start with, the first way we get earn money is called customer bonus. This is paid on the 21st of the month following you sign up the customers. Now, this is purely a reward for showing the person, showing them the presentation, and then depending on the type and number of services they take, you're going to be paid between £10 and £400. Now, 60% at the moment of our customers do take 3 or more services, because how it works for them is the more services they take, the cheaper the energy becomes. And because of that £400 now to help them get out of contracts, most people will take a bundle of services. So if it was a tenant you were speaking to, that means you're going to earn £50 customer bonus. If it was a homeowner, it's going to be £250 or more. To sign up a customer takes between 30 and 60 minutes. And as I said, that can be done from home, wearing your pajamas, if that's how you want to work, or you can go and see people face to face. So I'm sure you'll agree that that's a pretty good rate of pay. Now, I talked at the beginning, for those that were in early, I was talking about passive income. So what is passive income? It's basically being paid over and over and over again for work that you've done once. So it's recurring income or residual or royalty income are some other ways that it's described. It's a bit like an author who writes a book and then gets paid every time the book is sold. Well, we have a very similar income stream to that, and it's called what we call residual income. So you get paid that in 2 ways. Firstly, on your personal customers. So once you've signed up a customer, you get your customer bonus. And then a bit further down the line, depending on how much you had up front, you are going to get a percentage of that customer's bill every single month. It's on average £5 to £8 per customer per month. So back in 2009, when I got started, I just did 1 customer a week. I was very busy doing other things, as I said. So, you know, by the end of that year, I had around 50 personal customers. So soon that residual income started to pop into the bank. So if you work it out, 50 customers, £5, let's say, on average a month, there's a couple of hundred, £200 to £300 a month was coming in passive income. That already enabled me to stop doing some of those hours that I was doing and have more time and more freedom. And of course, over the years, it's just built up. The second way we get residual income is when you show this presentation to people, some of them are going to want to join your team. Do you remember I said 1 in 4 adults in the UK are actively looking for a second income stream at the moment? So when you show this to people, some people are going to join your team and you're going to be paid on all of their customers as well. Now that looks like a tiny amount, 30 to 50 pence per month, but I can assure you that that really, really builds up. And now currently I earn way more from my group customers than I do from my personal customers, which is a fantastic way of really leveraging your time. Another way we get paid, promotion bonuses. So we have this thing called a stairway of success. Now, in a lot of corporate jobs, you have a ladder and the person in front of you, if you want to be promoted, has to fall off the ladder one way or another for you to step up and to earn more money. It's not like that with us. This business can be worked entirely at your own speed. So if you want to really go for it from the beginning and earn really big money, then we are there to help and support you, and you absolutely can. If you're busy doing other things, you just want to do this part-time or time from time, that's completely fine as well. So the bonuses we get, they're timeline bonuses for getting qualified in certain time periods up to the next step, are from £200 to £20,000. And I've just put the first 2 on here. So qualified distributor star, that's just you collecting your first 6 customers and 1 partner, and you get a £200 bonus. And then you can see the next level, so what we call senior qualified distributor, 6 customers, 2 partners, 12 customers between you, and another £200 bonus. Now, as you become more experienced, so when you've got your own 6 to 10 personal customers and you're feeling quite confident with the presentation, you can then start to earn money by helping your new partners get going as well. So not only do you receive a little mentor bonus if someone you've recruited achieves those early levels, but you can also get supporting bonuses for joining them in the appointment, helping them get started. And that's up to £150 for each new customer. So as you just see, there's lots of different ways here. We also have lots of other incentives, car schemes, holidays, and all sorts of wonderful extras just for working the business part-time. That's me there with my lovely Tesla, which I picked up in July, which I can say is absolutely wonderful, and lots of other things like that, which we can explain to you in more detail. Right, I'm going to come out of the screen share now, so be prepared for faces. Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening in. Right, I appreciate that is an awful lot to take in and an awful lot to think about. And I'm sure that you've got some questions. So if anyone's got any questions they'd like to ask me now, please do. You can just wave at me, unmute yourself, or use the chat if you want to. Would you like to ask anything at all? Ishrat, have you got any questions? Christina, anything that you'd like to ask? There's no such thing as a stupid question. I know that apart from the one that doesn't get asked, I would say, maybe.
I just wanted to ask you, is there like a specific start date? So like, say, for example, I'm busy next week and I'm only available to start like the week after or something. Is there any issues with that?
No issues at all. So we are openly recruiting and will be for the foreseeable future, because things are nuts at the moment. And what I would say is, when you register, so whoever introduced you or invited you along, it was Liz, wasn't it? We'll send you a link to get registered. When you register, you pay your £10. That's when it sort of opens up the training, what have you, to you, and then you can get started. So I mean, some people literally can get registered and get the training done and be signing up customers on the same day, you know, and for other people it is longer. It's entirely up to you. All right, but that's a good question. You can start.
Anything that the kids are breaking up this Friday, so I know it'll be quite noisy in the house for the next. So I really want to get started into this. I'm quite excited about it, to be honest. But so if I was to register, you know, a week after, I can do my own. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Perfect. That's fine, Ishra. Oh yeah, it's half term here this week, and I know it's a bit more difficult to juggle it. So absolutely fine. Yeah, I mean, Liz will pop a date in her diary, and you can talk then sort of in a week's time and get up and running. I would probably be acting as your mentor if you join with Liz, because Liz runs another business as well as a recruitment consultant. So I would, between us, we'll be mentoring and supporting. So we'd love to do that. Fantastic. Anyone else? Emma, have you got any questions? Does that make sense to you?
Well, how would we get the customers? Like, how do we, you know?
Yeah, great question. Well done. And everyone's thinking that. So I'm really glad that you asked that. So what I did in the beginning was I went to see my mum, actually, let's be honest. Mum was my first customer, bless her. She's not with us anymore. But I went to see Mum and I said, Mum, I have no idea what I'm doing at all. But if I can save you some money and you don't have to do anything, will you be my first customer? That was my really bad pitch. And Mum said, as long as I don't have to do anything and it saves me some money, yes, I will. And she became a customer, and then obviously went on to start referring me to her friends. And then Liz, my sister, who's here on the call, I think Liz was probably my 4th or 5th customer at the time. I said, here, Liz, come and let me save you some money. The thing is, I know that sometimes it feels uncomfortable talking to friends and family. I totally get that. But when you see how much we can help people and how good this is, you will naturally want to go and share it with the people that you know, because you can save them some money. Now, if you haven't got a big friends and family network, okay, we can still help you. There are loads and loads of ways of getting customers, and all of that's covered on the training. We have neighbour letters you can go and put through doors if you want to let people in your local area know that you are the person they need to speak to if they want to save some money. Put your hands up if you're on social media in any shape or form, you know, and you're on this call. I think probably, you know, most of us are in one way or another. There are millions of people out there in the UK who want to hear from you, all right, and we can show you how to get to them as well. Networking, you know, however you want to grow the business, we can show you how to do it. And you know, personally, if you've got a bit of a list and you can start with a few people you know, that's going to be your easiest route, okay? But if you haven't, we can still help you. There are ways around it for sure. All right, fantastic. So well done. Thank you very much. First of all, well done for being open-minded enough to come along and have a listen to this today. I really appreciate your time. I understand you will have questions, and I also know that there will be a lot of feelings and maybe a bit uncomfortable feeling. It's something different, something that you haven't done before, but we are all here to help and support you 1000%. So go back and let the person know who invited you along today that you've been here, that you've seen it, if they're not on here, right? That's step number 1, so that they know that you've got the information that you need. And then if you've got more questions, you can ask them. Or if you want to get cracking, which I would say is a sensible thing to do, particularly with what's going on in the country right now, just ask them for the link, the registration link, which they'll send to you. You can get registered, and then you'll have access to all the training. Remember, you've got that 60 days to try the business. So if you're concerned about the £10 registration fee, you pay the £10, you have 60 days. If it's not for you, you get that back, no questions asked. All right, so lovely to have you all on here. Thank you for your time, I really appreciate it. And thanks guys for joining me. We do these info meetings, by the way, about 5 days a week. So if you've got other people that you think might be interested, you can invite them along as well. All right, and that's a really good way of helping you grow your business. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Make sure you make it count. You're never going to get today back. And I really look forward to hopefully meeting some of you soon. All right, take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.